Hey Switchers, how's it going? Kanan here, hope you're all well, and welcome to my review of Karma Incarnation. And feel free to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to be kept up to date with all the new videos that I put out and reviews. And also consider coming to join us in our community Discord. Come for the chat, stay for the streaming. And so let's see whether Karma will get its karma and end up on the Wall of Fame, or maybe in the Wall of Shame, or perhaps somewhere lurking in the middle. And let's start off with a gameplay. And so the heart of Karma is basically a sideways on point and click game. But as we don't have a mouse here on the Switch, you kind of like click onto the actual parts that you can interact with. And then you use certain buttons to move your character from left to right. And you also have like an inventory as well. And away you go, trying to solve several different puzzles, trying to get something to do this, or something to do that, or give something to someone so that you can do something or get something back from them. Now, I will say that the storyline is weird as they come. There is no dialogue, everything is told by kind of pictures, and I thought this worked quite well. I felt the story was kind of interesting, and I'm not going to pretend that I understood it all because, well, basically I did not. And it wasn't really that bad of a thing that I didn't, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I just went along with it, and it kind of like just told itself as I went on, and kind of like just got weirder and weirder and weirder as you actually went through. But that's not to say that I didn't enjoy my time in Karma. There was some quite good puzzles, some really difficult like situations, and some actual funny places in there that kind of made me chuckle to myself as well. I found the interaction between you and the other creatures were enough that I didn't, think what the hell's going on here. All the little like drawings and all made sense outside of the story and their little set pieces as you actually go through level and level. I think one of the biggest bugbears for me was the actual controls themselves. Kind of like the first time that you take over the actual main character, I was stuck there for 10 minutes trying to work out how the hell to actually do something here. And no word of a lie, it was about 10 minutes. I felt like an utter pleb when I worked out what I had to do, as the actual right stick kind of like moves you or scrolls you through the actual different parts that you can interact with. But as I was playing it in handheld mode, everything was so small that when I actually was clicking through the actual icons, something was happening, but I didn't realise that it was actually me interacting with him. And I think in this mode, because it was so small, the actual circle icon, I couldn't tell that I was actually moving something around. There is like a hint system within the game as well, where your creature kind of has a good idea and you then kind of like use that to try and work out how the hell to actually get past these things and puzzles and the like. And then there's the I guess karma type thing that you can press B and it illuminates around you, and I'm not fully understanding what that does as well. It kind of like highlights certain things that you can interact with, and yeah, it kind of like I think helps you in that way as well. As I said, I'm not pretending in the slightest that I understood all of this game, because I didn't. Graphically, it's definitely unique in kind of like, it almost kind of like reminds me of a old animated show. I can't remember what its name was, but I used to watch it as a kid, and yeah, it kind of like brought back memories of that sort of thing, even though I can't actually remember what the damn name of it was. If you know, leave it down in the comments, I guess. It also had a bit of humour to the actual graphics as well. The snowman skeleton springs straight to mind, and I definitely dig what they were going for here. Sound wise, well, the audio's pretty nice. It had some nice little like touches as well. Like some of the places you go to, if you kind of like listen, the actual music is the actual creatures making the sounds. and also the sounds of them kind of speaking but not speaking were not offensive as well, so that was definitely a bonus. I did feel that some bits were overly difficult, and kind of like, unless you were thinking in the right frame of mind, I felt like, you know, you were going to get stuck like I did quite a few times. The good, definitely those graphics, funny, and also the sound was kind of spot on in many different places. The bad, the difficulty in certain places I did not appreciate, and also the controls could have done with a lot more tightening up. The score, I'm going to straight up give this a 3 out of 5. It's not a bad game, I just felt like it fell short in certain ways that I mentioned before, and I kind of like felt that hindered my gameplay quite a few times whilst playing it. And I think tightening up those controls in a patch will definitely elevate this game for me immensely. And as for my alternative, I'm going to definitely be suggesting Isololomus. Yes, I did not pronounce that correctly. It's definitely a strange one as well, and definitely recommended. And if you complete Karma, or when you complete Karma, definitely go and get this one, because it's A, cheap, very cheap, and B, quite a good weird game itself. And so, do you have any thoughts on Karma at all? Leave them down in the comments. That's after all where they belong. And consider hitting that like and subscribe button. You'll do me a massive favour, and also be helping the channel as well. And if you want to go above and beyond and get involved as well, come and visit us in the community Discord, our lovely growing community. Come for the chat, stay for the streaming, and also we do quizzes there now as well, because life is better when we switch together.